What you got going on, Derek? I know you have something. You showing up.
Must be win. Randy Berry's back.
I know. Something happened. Barry got a scoop going on or something. All right. This week's opponent is Virginia Tech. Our last ACC team that we have to play this season. It's also a coastal divisional team. It's an opportunity for us this week to put ourselves in situations of trying to win the ACC conference. The only thing that matters to us is making sure that we come out and play well against Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech has always been known as a tough football team, even in the Big East Conference in the old days. I think it's going to be a great kind of rivalry between both teams because we know each other so well. Defensively, Coach Foster, I've been knowing for years. He's a great defensive coordinator, do a tremendous job with his players, playing tough defense. The one thing that they pride themselves on is stopping the run. They feel like if they can stop the run against any team in America, they have an opportunity to control the game. And that's why I think for years you've always seen the interceptions always tally up when you play Virginia Tech because they do a great job of stopping the run. But if we're able to run the football, then now that plays on a different part of what we're trying to get done for us as an offense. You got some real good secondary guys that do a tremendous job of trying to stop our receivers. They do run a robber coverage, which is trying to get 8-9 guys in the box where they have a safety always down and another safety sitting in the hole. So you have to block both of them. But if you cannot block both of those guys, they probably will be the leading tacklers on a Farley football team. If you look at the stats, somewhere in the top 5, they both are the safeties. Also, offensively, their offense is their offense. Went back 5, 6, 7 years ago and just watching what they do. They don't do too much. I mean, they're going to run their same running plays. They're going to give you some quarterback runs, which they've been doing years when Vic was here and all the other great quarterbacks they've had over there who can run the football, but also in the offensive line. Do a great job of combo blocks, trying to get up to the next level with to the linebackers. Their scheme is to get a play action pass and throw it deep and try to get a big one on you. And they did a great job of that last week against North Carolina and throughout the season. We got to have a tremendous effort by our secondary guys because we're going to have to commit some guys to the run up front. You look at Virginia Tech, they started off slow in the season. But, knowing them for so many years, I knew they would bounce back, and they ended up strong like always. And so, Beamer's got those guys back, playing hard and doing those things. Special teams-wise, they're a team that probably the best special teams I've seen from Virginia Tech in a long while. I mean, they did great on special teams, but as a group, they play very, very well. They do have 2 great returners on kickoff return and punt return. Against Georgia Tech, the kickoff return won the game for them. Tremendous job by those guys executing and giving those guys a chance to win. And they do a great job on their punt return team, trying to get a block, but also on a great returner. So some things that our guys have to step up. Our kickoff team has to do a tremendous job like they've been doing the last 6 games of the season. But it's going to have to be a next step, another challenge for us. And also our punt team. Barsha has to do a great job of hanging the football up. And then our 2 guys outside have to do a great job of covering it. And our guys inside have to do a great job of blocking any kind of pressure that they're giving us on punch. So it's going to be one of those games that you have to be on your best game. You can't have your C game. You have to be on your A game this week. And it's going to be a tremendous effort from us. I'm kind of excited about it because it's our last ACC home game. It's a chance to win the conference. But also, it's like anything, it's Virginia Tech. It's kind of a rivalry for us, even though people may not think about it, but we've been playing Virginia Tech for years. And it's always been a great rivalry and great atmosphere and to be around and also play with them guys.
Right, even if they don't run triple option or anything remotely close to it, it's kind of the same defensive game plan that you got to keep an eye on the quarterback. I mean, it's not really misdirection, but they can hit you 3 different ways real fast.
Yeah.
Does the plan change a whole lot from one week to the next? And is there an advantage having Georgia Tech the week before?
It does change a little bit, but when they run the zone read option deal, those are things that kind of plays in effect. But they can line up and he'll go shotgun and drop back pass, and if everybody's covered, he can be lethal with it with his running the football. So we got to make sure that our defensive line do a great job of staying in their rush lanes and not jumping out the rush lanes, and And when we're covering, we got to cover the guys. And that's the one thing that you have to do. You can't sit up there and say, oh, okay, we're going to, pressure Tyron Taylor. And then all of a sudden, he's got an arm now. He got a very strong arm, and he can beat you that way also. So it's going to be a total team effort. I mean, we got to have opportunities, like I said, all year long. If we can hit the quarterback and stop the run, our chances go up greatly of winning football games at the University of Miami. If we don't have a chance to hit the quarterback or we're not stopping the run, it's going to be one of those games that's we're going to struggle in. So it's a lot of pressure going to be put on the defense this week in practice of making sure we execute those things every day in practice that, hey, when your job is to rush. When it's time to stop the run and stay in your rush lanes. We can't jump outside of them.
Talk about facing Tyrod Taylor as a guy who can beat you both with his arm and his legs.
I mean, it's like I said, you look at all the quarterbacks they've had that over the years, it's always been that way. And I think that's the one thing they recruit today. They recruit to what they do at Virginia Tech, which is very, very good, like we recruit to what we do at Miami. So Coach Beamer's done a great job of getting the players that he wants, the quarterbacks that he wants to run his offense and give them opportunity to win each year. And with Tyron, it's no different than the Vic brothers and some other guys they've had there that can beat you with their feet, but also can beat you with their arms. So it's going to be a total team effort, and some things we need to get done on defense to cause a little bit of confusion.
I think most people will be surprised to know that. And again, you're not up there, but Tyrod's ahead of Michael in just about every career category they have.
Yeah, it'll shock people. It will, because they don't think of it that way. Because he's still a young one, but he's very accurate at throwing the football. And I think right now, if you want to say one thing, he's probably playing the best out of anybody in the ACC conference on offense. If you want to take a real good look at it, as far as his quarterback production, what he's doing as a quarterback, managing the football team, and if you go look up his stats, it's unbelievable compared to anyone else.
Have you seen him, I guess, develop? It looks like in the times that I've seen this year, which hasn't been that many, that he's more patient or more selective with his run. He used to
he's not he's still a runner, but he's a thrower runner. He gets out of the pocket to throw, get you to come up, and then he throw a football. And he got us like that last year. He got outside the pocket, and guys came out of the country, dumped it to the fullback about 10 yards down the field. Next thing you know, 10 running back running for another 10, so it's 20-yard completion yardage. So we got to make sure that we do our job, like I said, in the pass rush lanes, but also guys, keeping guys in front of them. And I think that'll be a key.
Randy, is this the best you think Marcus Forston has played? And besides being healthy, what else has changed for this year?
You know what? It took time. Like coming off an injury, everybody expecting a lot of things like myself and Marcus Forston. He's done a tremendous job the last couple of weeks of playing football at the University of Miami. And it's just time and rhythm of getting used to the hitting and technique and things like that. When a young man sits out for a whole entire year and then you come back and you think you have it all, you don't really have it all. And I think he worked hard at doing those type of things. And I'm happy. The whole defensive staff is happy of him progressing the way he's really competing.
Randy, I didn't get to watch all of the North Carolina games. I'm sure you've watched that very carefully. First half, second half, like two totally different games. What happened?
Turnovers.
Turnovers?
Virginia Tech beat you on turnovers. If we go out this game and there's no turnovers in this game, it's probably going to be a real low-scoring, close game, and we'll have a great shot of winning it. If you go look at Miami and Georgia Tech history, the years that we've won because we didn't turn the football over and we was running the football, and they couldn't. The years they've won, we had a lot of turnovers, and they was able to run the football. The year we went up there to Virginia Tech, and they had 260 yards offense, right? We had 5 turnovers, though. We lost that game. The following time we went back up there, we didn't turn the football over, and they did turn the football over. We won. And so wherever, if you look at it, the last time they was down here and they lost, there's turnovers and running the football. When we went up there, we turned the football over last year. So it all comes to turnover and running the football. Has always been the winner of this game, the way I look at it.
Randy, Virginia Tech